products, entertainment, you name it, they're always on the receiving end, always taking in, but rarely giving out. They're the ones who are always looking for the next big thing to buy, the next show to watch, the next trend to follow. But creators breed all together. They're the ones who make things happen. They're the ones who take raw materials, be it ideas, resources, or opportunities, and turn them into something valuable. They're not content with just taking in what the world has to offer. No, they want to add to it, to leave their mark on it. Now, I'm not saying that consuming is inherently bad. We all need to consume to some degree. And to correct another one, ignorance is not bliss.
I love this one.
It's important to know. It's important to get the information. Now, we do something very important with
We'll give it just a second.
We weigh it. That's another good word. We weigh. Weigh everything before you do it, before you buy it, before you try it. Make sure you weigh it. Everything you get ready to do, you get to decide whether it's a major or
So I'm supposed to carry a scale around and weigh it?
I was going to say, before you marry her, you weigh her.
Give something insignificant amounts of your energy. So we simply use the phrase weigh before you pay. Sophisticated people learn to weigh everything. And what we all need is a good set of mental scales to weigh everything. What if you got information and your mental scales were off and insignificant things to you were significant? Wouldn't that be a major gap the rest of your life? When you weighed something, important things weighed unimportant, we would call that a great handicap.
And we're live.
So it's very important to weigh everything properly. And that's the reason for sermons and songs and lyrics and lectures and seminars and conversations and professors and teachers. It's one of the reasons why we converse with each other, and we debate and we think about and we ponder and we perceive and we weigh and we try to find out where the values are. Because you don't want to proceed and give big chunks of your life to something that's insignificant. Okay, so we get information, we weigh it, then we come to conclusions about values. Big question in forming your life: where are the values? What is important? What should weigh heavy on my mind and I should give it significant time and significant energy and significant money? Chum said to me, poor thinking habits keeps most people poor.
Gang, gang.
Not poor working habits. Most people work hard, but they don't think hard. They don't use their mind to really try to perceive where the values are so that they don't waste any time. It's easy to spend big chunks of your life on insignificant things.
Insignificant.
It's one of the major pieces of the life puzzle. What you think about, knowledge
comes about,
how you weigh it, the conclusions you come.
Hey guys, yes. Let's pull that down. Hey man, my name's Gerald Peters. Welcome back to the channel. Always remember, whatever it is you think about comes about. Whatever it is you focus on grows. What's going on, Jessica?
Nothing much. Just checking out my portfolio, seeing what I can trim and add to today. What about you?
Is that what you're looking at?
Yeah, I'm thinking of trimming Cisco.
Yep, we talked about that. Let me pull that up while I'm getting all this straight here. There's several we could trim.
3M, but that one just keeps going up, so I'm going to wait.
Yeah, I don't see Cisco running like those.
Yeah, definitely not.
Let me post this on IG that we are live. Live Saturday night. It's a lot of clicking, flipping, a lot of getting the bag, fumbling it, and tumbling it. Let's see. You like Gucci Mane?
Yeah.
A lot of people think we look alike.
You and him?
Yeah.
Kind of see the resemblance.
Here we go. I do love it, though. All right, we're on Instagram. Good deal, man. Good deal. So I got this Cisco chart up. Morningstar had it, what? Fair value is $50, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Let's see. I'm watching the 5-minute chart here. Is not looking good for
Yeah, it looks,
for the
the
TP.
1 minute was looking like a stage 4.
Let's see. Yeah, and if you look here,
Yeah, Morningstar has it exactly at $50.
I mean, so we're right there, man.
And like 3M, that one keeps going, and that's like almost like 60% overvalued. So I don't want to keep trimming that one if it's going to keep going up.
Let me see. Why is this going up so much? Do we know?
And
I mean,
didn't they have legal stuff going on, and then they got a result?
Is that what that is? You think I would know?
Possibly.
I actually haven't.
I'm pretty sure 3M's like the best performing stock out of the Dow for the whole year.
Now, there used to be a lot of crying about it. Let's see. Or maybe that was me crying.
Yeah, and if you look at the top performing stocks of the Dow, like JP Morgan's in there too, 3M, Coca-Cola.
This says 3 U.S. stocks trading at an estimated discount of up to 37%. And they have 3M on here. How can that be?
Well, maybe Morningstar needs to update their rating.
You think
for
that
3M?
Yeah, this says 3M company offers a range of diversified technologies, blah, 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 with a market cap of $72 billion. Trading at 132 is significantly undervalued with an estimated fair value of $214. What in the fuck, dude?
Yeah, so maybe Morningstar is just not updated.
I mean, let's back this up. Has it ever
And
been?
yeah, on the week, yeah, if you see the weekly and the monthly, like it still has room to go, and then it just keeps going up.
Yeah, there's still room here, huh?
Yeah, and I had trimmed 3M originally when it started, but I'm not going to trim anymore. It's just going to keep going up.
If you get a runway like that, the best thing to do is do nothing, right?
Yeah.
So this is where the 14-period RSI was extreme. And this is on a monthly. So this is what I mean, that's almost, look at it, it just stayed extreme, just kept going up. So we could just keep running. Yeah.
I'm not going to trim any more in 3M.
Yeah, we need to look in and see. They must have had their stuff. I'm going to be honest, I've kind of ignored them since all that shit.
Today's Warren Buffett's birthday.
And he's what, like 108?
94?
Wow, bro. So 3M is run like that. There's something else that's run like that.
Coca-Cola.
Yeah, this one's ridiculous.
Yeah, like I'm not going to trim any more of that.
I mean, wow, this feels like it's really run, huh? Pull up the weekly. Wow.
Yeah.
And what's funny is I was saying I wouldn't add to this at all when it was around the 50-something range, because I felt like it was overvalued all in there. And it kind of was. I mean, so what about Pepsi? These are all consumer staples, right?
Yeah, MO.
Yeah, that one's just run. Well, my account, it went over 400. These stocks are all in that account.
Wow.
So it's just kept drifting, everything in that account. Also in that account is Southern. So that's the top plays in there is MO, Southern, Pepsi. What was it? McDonald's. Oh, and Starbucks is in that account. I mean, it's just one after another.
What about Gilead?
Yeah, Gilead's in that account. Actually,
This just getting going though.
I mean, it's just one after another in that account. Ooh, look at Gilead. Now I don't know how I missed this. We had this on the B&B list?
Yeah.
I mean, that was a no-brainer, dude. The B&B.
Yeah, weren't you in this as a B&B?
Yeah, I thought I was. I had it written down. But a lot of times I take them off the board once they start running. It's just I kind of just take them off. I don't want to maintain this too many on there because a lot of times I'm just putting out what's new or what I'm looking at now.
Yeah. And maybe you closed it since it was in your margin account?
That is exactly what I did.
But
trying to remember. Man, look at this, how the 200 works with this. I mean, damn. I mean, Gilead had an $80-something, I'm guessing, target, right? Or true value.
Yeah, let me see.
Man, that was money. So, guys, when you see one like this, you get a big blue chip. This is a pharmaceutical stock. And you start accumulating on these stage ones. You use that 200 as your target. That's a method for trading, a blueprint. The money flow. What was it? Did you find it?
Yeah, I'm still research.
I've owned this stock for a very long time. And we had it.
Yeah, a fair value is $65.
Oh, so we're trading overvalued.
Wait a minute, that's the wrong stock.
Yeah, I was going to say, that don't sound right.
Yeah, I clicked some other thing.
I bet
True value is $97.
No shit. So that's going to be up in here. So we'd have to get into all-time highs for Gilead to hit it.
Yeah, I didn't trim it since it's in my buy and hold.
No. This is one that I hold in my buy and hold, and then I picked up.
Yeah, if it was a trade, for sure would trim it.
Yeah, and that's a no-brainer. Now, I'll bring your attention to this. Look at that doji right there.
Yeah, perfect. Like for this anchor point.
When you start seeing those, and then you get that sideways action, especially if you get more than one, come on. That thing is turning.
Yeah, it starts making like a line of dojis.
I know. My book after the one that we have to come out with will be all about the doji. The money flow way. It's going to be called the what do we call them? That's a cute one.
Yeah, there's big, scary, engulfing ones.
Yeah. Then,
cute ones.
That's the ones we're looking for, the cute ones.
There's perfect ones.
Perfect ones. Sugar Lumps, what's up? Brandon, Skylar, ugly candle on the 5-minute TQ. Yeah, we're watching it, man. We're day trading as well. I'm up $35 after taking a hit. Sometimes I get to trading and I'll forget. I mean, I'll get live here and I'll forget that I'm trading, or I'll mess it up, The who else we got on here? Crypto coming back down. One Nation, Just Invest. Candace, Ben, David. Cool. Good to see you guys here. Hey, if you're watching and you're not following, hit that QR code. Would be that way. Should take you to Substack. Let's see. So it's Warren Buffett's birthday.
He's turning 94.
Man. That's old, huh?
Yeah, Barron's posted an article about him and five life lessons from him.
They make all that up. You know that?
They do?
Well, I just see these all the time. Warren Buffett's
Oh, okay.
and it's like, man, Warren Buffett don't give a fuck about that. I highly doubt he's sitting around writing lists, 4 things of this, 2 things of that.
I mean, they probably asked him and wrote it for him.
We should do
Or you
that.
think they just made it all up?
I think they just made it up. I think you just go watch some interviews with him. You get a couple things and you just say he said that. I mean, what's he going to do? Deny it? So the Fed's, this is on CNBC right now, the Fed's favorite inflation indicator increased 0.2%. 0.2 in July is expected. I didn't know we were still worried about inflation. Lululemon cuts guidance, misses sales estimates after a botched product launch. That's one of your stocks, ain't it? Lululemon.
No. I thought that was one of your stocks.
No, I've never actually owned it. I do find it weird that it's all dudes that trade it.
I mean, a lot of professional athletes wear it.
Do they really?
Yeah, because it's expensive workout clothes.
You wear Lululemon?
No, I don't own any of it.
I don't either. I just have this impression of who. I
don't buy workout clothes.
Look at these dojis.
You can just work out in shorts and a shirt. Let's call it a day.
Just the ones you were wearing. This is not a bad trade setup though. So if I was going to trade this, if I'm looking at Lululemon, it stopped right at the 20. See, this is a dilemma when you're trading because there's a couple ways of looking at this, right? Let me pull this in. You can look at this like this run is over. But the way I look at every trade is I'm in the last trade, right? So I would go anchor point, right? Entry, breakout. So in my mind, we're just back to the breakout.
Yeah, it's just the breakout lost a bit of momentum.
Yeah. So to me, this is still going up. Like I wouldn't assume this is going down. I would assume that it's going to stop here and then continue on and probably get up into this 310 range. That's how I would look at it. Some people will come to this and just because of this right here, they just assume, they make the assumption it's going down. I don't do that. I backdate it and then I kind of get in flow with the trade. And
yeah, even if it was going down, you'd still wait.
Yeah, I'd probably
wait.
Out. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't get out here if I was in. If anything, I might look at adding. Because until this goes extreme, I assume we're still in this same trade.
Yeah.
I don't know if people know that or not. I think that's a little nuance that maybe gets lost. In my teaching, maybe. But I'm not a fan of this stock. I'm going to be honest.
You don't want a Lulu gift card for Christmas so you can pick out your own clothes?
No.
Guys, everyone send GP a Lululemon gift card for Christmas.
Oh, man. Okay, it says these stocks, I'm looking through. You don't have CNBC Pro, do you?
No.
It's because I'm baller rich, so I have CNBC Pro. It's a ridiculous price, too. It's like $60 a month.
Holy shit.
Isn't that crazy? Just
for news?
I pay $60 a month for CNBC Pro.
It's worth it, I'm assuming.
I don't know how to judge that. It's there's a lot of stories they're just not out there. And then there's a lot of them where they're interviewing hedge fund managers and other badasses like me. And it's the only way I get to talk to other badasses is I watch it.
That's how you find people to relate to.
Yeah, hedge fund managers. But
yeah,
I like it. That price is ridiculous. $60. But I spend that drinking some days, so that's how
like if for you, it's definitely worth it.
Right. I mean, I can easily go to lunch and spend 60, like the other day. I mean, yesterday we went and had a few beers and lunch. It was $60. And I'm bitching about CNBC. That's for the whole month. So I was like, maybe I need to just kind of, I like it. Market hedge, if history delivers another week, September. A market hedge. Okay. See, so here's a story. CNBC Pro, it's like hedging. They give you a suggestion on how to hedge your portfolio. And it's some hedge fund managers talking about how
they say buy the SQQ instead of the TQ.
They said do a synthetic what is it? Condor butterfly spread. No. Yeah. What did this guy say? This guy sold the 9/20/24 SPY 565 call for $5. You know what that means? That's not how I would have done it, but I'm gonna ask my friend Anthony if he would have done that.
Yeah, you should definitely ask him.
All right. Here's an article. Is it too late to buy utilities? What's your opinion? Let's look at utilities.
Yeah, it's too late. You missed it, guys.
So that would be the XLU. And you notice what's happening with the RSI here?
It's going extreme again.
Again,
it's about to go.
Yeah, that's the third time though.
So yeah, you're still in it, right? In your margin account, you didn't get out yet?
Right. So in margin, I did it as a hedge. I bought the UTSL, which is a 3 times utilities bull. Right. Now, the best time to have bought this is below the 200, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that was a no-brainer when we were buying that.
Yeah, that was like 6 months. They should have been buying 6 months ago.
Right. And the only way you're going to do that is if you do your homework and you follow the wind. I mean, that's how you got to do that. You got to follow all of these. Where's the spider? You've got to, goddamn, look at this one. So, yeah, let's look at it. This is insurance. The IAK. So this is like a smaller sub, this is not one of the big 11. Straight up, man. This is the XHB, the home builders. So these are minor. I mean, I call them minor. They're not the main 11. XLB materials. Well, that would be 3M, right? Isn't it 3M in the XLB?
No, the XLI.
Are they in the XLI?
Yeah, it's like diversified industrials.
See how you just knew that right off the bat?
Yeah, it's from doing my homework.
I was going to say, how is that possible that you could do that? It's like, it's called homework?
They did start that spinoff that's like medical supplies, but that's in healthcare, the Solventum.
Who did this? 3M?
3M. Remember they gave us those free shares in the spinoff? It was a healthcare company, but it was medical supplies.
That's right, man. I forgot all about that. What was that called? What was that ticker?
SOLV.
That's right. We have that. I told you I've kind of gotten. I kind of got mad at with 3M. Here we go. I'm trying to open up this. There we go. Yeah, that little app is cool, man. It allows you to learn all these 11 sectors and then figure out, who's in which one.
Another stock that hasn't stopped running is Walmart.
I'll pull that up. Let me find my. I used to send people these portfolios, and then one day I was like, "Why am I doing that? Why can't they just put them together themselves?"
Yeah, I have a chart list for the Dow 30, and year to date, 3M's doing the best.
Of all the stocks in the Dow.
Yeah,
Wow.
and it kind of makes sense because last year it was doing really bad,
Oh, it was horrible.
and then so it's like the worst stocks in the Dow last year. Like this year, like now with all these stocks of the Dow, like 3M, IBM, JPM, Goldman Sachs, Coca-Cola, and Amgen, they're pretty much all in the top 10 of the Dow 30.
Are you saying there's a correlation between the stocks that did bad last year and the
Yeah, I'm just saying that it's proof of the strategy actually working.
Yeah. It never fails though. You'll have people, they'll be like, fuck this stock, man. I'm not adding to this stock anymore.
Then,
right about then is when you should be buying.
Yeah, and Amgen and Verizon are number 12 and 13. Like and then Goldman Sachs is number 5. Like that was like in and out this year on the list. IBM, yeah. So the top stock of the Dow is 3M, up 50% on the year to date, and then right under that's Walmart.
Now Walmart's in the XLP.
Yeah, along with Coca-Cola. And then you also had that other one, that Kellogg's.
Yeah, now that was one that for years I've been working, huh? Or at least 2 years, right? I've owned it.
Yeah.
And that was one I put out and but that's so boring. That's so boring. We could buy this. And then bam. And that's what I was waiting on. We haven't had many takeovers and mergers. There haven't been a lot.
Yeah, just ETRN.
Right. If you notice, I usually have a lot of those. I mean, I'm sure since you've known me, we've had quite a few of those.
Yeah, the Zynga.
Yeah, Zynga.
Zynga.
The video game. What else? I mean, there were tons of them. Not nachos, taco.
Oh yeah, Taco.
We had a bunch of them. Stamps.com.
Yeah, Stamps.
Lyft.
That's when I had just got into Discord, so I wasn't in Stamps.
So you missed that one, huh? Yeah, that one year I had 5 takeovers. Twitter. And then one day we're going to wake up and Lyft's going to be taken private, and it'll be for like $25 a share. It's not something you want to try to play takeovers, but if you can play them and if they don't get taken over, you still make money, all the better.
Well, Intel broke out.
What does Morningstar have for SoFi? Man, you're not going to get many stocks right now under $5.
Right. I'm trying to make a list.
Yeah,
So it's fair value $13. The thing is, so far I have 3: MPW, EB, and Uroy. Bohr could have been on the list, but now it's over $6.
That's what I'm saying. All the ones that I would put on the list have now run up. Like so.
And there's another one too.
HBI.
Yeah. So I was thinking of changing it to like 6 stocks under $6.
They'd be like 655, 6. You just keep raising.
Yeah.
It's called inflation. Now watch this, man. What stock is this? Haynes Brands. So watch this, guys. That's called the dual doji. You see it?
Yeah.
Man, you don't get that set up much.
You wrote that down as part of for the book?
Whenever you get a dual, yeah.
Yeah. Because there's also, like, I've heard you say a double bottom doji.
Yeah, double bottom doji.
But this is like 2 dojis together, so that's not the same thing.
Right. So I have like.
You got this written down?
Yeah, we're going to be working on it. You're going to be so sick of dojis. Here you go. Fuck a doji. But now watch this right in here.
Yeah, that's like a
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, that recently happened with one of our trades in cart, and
Yeah.
now it's been on a breakout.
If you get multi-dojis in a box, I'm not even going to tell you what I'm calling that yet. Oh, these are all new patterns, but they're inside of the money flow. So, nothing's different. And they're different if they're down here versus up here. And then like this one here, look, it doesn't mean anything. There's nothing, what I'm saying? There's
no significance there.
Yeah, just a rando doji in the middle. That doesn't mean much. And so, it's a combination of now look right here. You had a double doji right there. And then an explosion right here. Double doji and then an explosion.
Oh, look at that big engulfing scary bar.
Mm-hmm. So if you get the double, usually within like 2 bars later, you're going to have an explosion. So someone on here is going to repeat that. I'm going to punch them. But yeah, I haven't released it all. I can't even tell you. You'll mention it in your sleep or something.
Yeah, I'll just get wasted and start going rogue and telling everyone in Discord.
Hey, writing about dojis. All right, somebody wants to see about Intel.
You're gonna have to make a doji channel.
Oh, bro, come on, man. Look at this. It's right there. Bam. And so if we can get one that anchors, builds out the box, no brainer. The problem with this chart is that whenever you get this big spread like this, it rarely does the first breakout work. Rarely. And then if this does run, typically it's going to come right up to, where it broke, where the gap happened. It'll come right up into there. So that's usually where my target is. And this becomes resistance.
Yeah, since that big drop, I'm down like over 50% in it.
Hell yeah, man. I like that.
Yeah, let's see if it actually breaks out or it goes lower and just makes the criteria for a train wreck stock.
Right. So we have a list of those.
Yeah, like Intel's kind of too soon to add. It kind of just dumped, but it hasn't like been a train wreck for the past 2 years like Walgreens or Lyft.
Everybody's got to bring up Walgreens. Now watch. Intel and Walgreens are going to be like 3M. They're going to rip. People are like, oh man, I should have added more shares. Everybody hates Walgreens.
Yeah, Hanes Brands is on the list too, but that one's doing the best out of all their train wrecks, and Pfizer is doing the second best.
Was Pfizer on the train wreck list?
Yeah, because last year it just kept going down. I mean, and we got Hanes Brands, Pfizer, MPW, Lyft, Walgreens, and ALB.
Well, that guy that heckles me all the time, he never talks about his losing stocks. He'll be happy to know that we're going to talk about him.
Yeah, like if you see MPW on the monthly, just looks like a huge opportunity.
Now, if you sat around talking about all your losing stocks, what do you think you benefit from that?
Nothing. You're just attracting more losers.
Yeah. So the guy, he never talks about his losing stock. No, bro, we moved on. I don't know why you're still stuck there. Hey, man, look at this. I can't tell you what I call this. You see this one? That one's not quite perfect. They don't have to be quite perfect. And then right here. We kind of have one going now. But you can see that. I mean, look at the money flow patterns all over this. I mean, sideways up.
Yeah, right. And it completed the BNB trade.
Yeah. I mean, look at this. It's fucking.
Yeah, so I got Pfizer as number 2. As our train wrecks. I was doing second best.
Man, this used to, remember, it wasn't long ago. This was $50 stock. Because I sold some at like 54. So this is a week. Well, that's a monthly. So if you look on
so you see for the past year, it's been almost going, or a year and a half.
Look at that. Ever since COVID.
Yeah. So you think once these like healthcare stocks rebound, like this year is Nvidia, like the stock of the year. Last year was Tesla. But what if these healthcare stocks like pop off? You think Amazon?
I still think TLT will be the biggest trade of the year. And we just broke out on the monthly.
Yeah, so it's just getting going.
Yeah, I mean, I think bonds. I was saying that a while back. So this is a weekly on bonds. Yeah, I mean, it's just getting going. Just feels like it's run. God damn, it's a lot of dojis. I'm kind of doji obsessed. If you haven't noticed.
Yeah, it's your new obsession.
Oh, Oxys. Big drop in DG.
Yeah, I just added to Oxy.
All right, let's check Oxy. Man. All right, so we got a lot of things here on this chart. Like, has it ever been here before, right?
Yep.
I mean, damn. So it stopped.
Yeah, I had to get some today in honor of Warren Buffett's birthday.
It is Big Daddy's birthday.
Yeah, I saw someone had posted in the chat about Dollar General.
Yeah.
It says that the shares fell 32% after the discount retailer posted fiscal second quarter earnings and sales that missed Wall Street expectations and slashed its fiscal year guidance for earnings and same-store sales growth. And Dollar Tree declined 10%, but Dollar General fell 32%.
Did I ever tell you I almost bought a Dollar General?
No.
Like the whole store?
Like a whole
franchise.
A franchise? Yeah, no, you never told me that.
Yeah. And the profit on one store, if you had it running right, was about $70,000.
It doesn't sound exciting at all.
That's a lot of pressure and a lot of dealing with people for 70 grand. And
yeah.
I mean, I could put 100 grand into a margin account, borrow some more, and we can get up to almost 70,000. I have to talk to anybody.
Like owning a dollar store sounds worse than owning a Walgreens.
Yeah, I would just assume load up on high yield funds and borrow money to buy those and borrow money to build a fucking, because it was going to cost about 350 G's, which 350 grand, if you're actually profiting 70 grand a year, I mean, 4 or 5 years, you have your money back. And now you have this store running, you own the store. And I was trying to figure out how do they make, I don't understand who's doing this for 70 grand. And they say that the people that are making money will own, say, 10 of them. So now you're making 700,000 a year. And then you hire one person, you pay them 100. And their
Yeah,
job is to be the manager of all 10 of these stores.
yeah, that makes more sense. Kind of like when you have 10 rentals instead of just one rental.
Yeah. That's the thing with rentals. If you have one, you have a pain in the ass. Every time the phone rings, you're like, please don't be them. But if you have 10, they're paying for themselves.
They're paying, yeah.
Yeah. But when you
And
have one,
if you
paying
have
for it.
one, and if you have one like hopefully that one renter isn't even calling you.
Well, yeah. And so you might get unlucky though, and it's just one problem after another. I would have that with houses, and it would just be that this house is cursed. Every time I turn around, it's just something, and
Yeah, you got to cleanse it with some sage or something.
Yeah, we would have that. And then the best way was if, once you had 10, it didn't matter. Like you would
Because you're making so much money from it now.
You'd make $2 or $3 grand in a month. So if you have to get a phone call, it's like, okay, is that big a deal?
You can't be, yeah, it's worth it.
Yeah. And if a water heater goes out, it's like, you buy it. So I think me and you had talked about that. You're saving for real estate, and it's like, maybe that's just not the play right now. I hate saying that. I've had people treat me almost like I'm a trader. They were like, you used to be cool. And I'm like, bro, there's just no real estate in my area right now. See that doji?
Yep.
Now this is CVS or CVX.
Yeah, Chevron.
Chevron trading below the 200 and below fair value. Now we got in over here. Actually, did we get it? I thought we may have got in on the doji day.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago was the trade of the week.
Because I was thinking when we were looking at it, it was the doji and it hadn't gotten above the 5 yet. Man, talk about picking the bottom. You can't pick the bottom, Gerald.
The 5 minute on the TQ still looks like a stage 4.
All right, so let's check out what we're doing here. We're day trading here, guys, too. Or at least I am. You're watching it too?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're in Discord with us. So this is a 1 minute chart. We had that big pop. And now we're like filling in the gap.
Yeah, so the play would have been just to have your shares held over, make your money, and wait.
Yeah, that's kind of what I did, huh?
Yeah, like you could have held your shares over, took your money, collected it, and not looked at it the rest of the day.
It's kind of what I've done so far. So that's what I did, guys, because when we were trading yesterday on the 5 minute, and I don't necessarily advocate look at that doji. Look at this one. The literal bottom, literal high. You see that?
Yeah, and then look at the RSI. One extreme to another.
Mm-hmm. And that was a zone, so it was starting in there. And then obviously here. So that's a completed move. RSI to RSI.
Now it's going to be one doji to another.
I mean, you can't ask for a better. So if we're day trading and I'm watching the 5 minute, and let's just say that goes extreme, and then we get a doji, you kind of got to know on the 1 minute, you're probably about to get dunked on. Wouldn't you think?
Yeah.
And that's called time continuity, man. And I think that's the real secret to day trading.
Time continuity.
Time continuity and the doji. And then trade, for me, I've been doing a lot more bar by bar.
Yeah, and then using the 5 minute helps you avoid those down sloping channels.
Big time. So what Jess is saying there, because these will eat your account. Let's see.
Yeah, like you'll have a winner, and then it looks like it's set up to go back in, but it's actually just a down sloping channel.
Like we see here, right?
But you can use the MACD on the 5 minute to help with that.
Starts to run, doesn't. Starts to run, doesn't. starts to run, doesn't, starts to see it. And if you're new to trading, you're trying to do the stage one on the money flow, you're just going to get eaten alive.
Yeah, and the 5-minute histogram's probably still pointing down.
Yeah, let me see if
now it's ticking up.
I don't know why it does this. All right, so
but the 5-minute chart.
I'm gonna pull it up. Let's see. I'm watching the 5-minute over here too.
Yeah, to me, for the 5-minute, the histogram's ticking up, but the chart still doesn't look promising. Still looks like a stage 4.
Yeah, you see that? That's unusual, huh? That tick right there. So, guys, if you look at this, you can see it. This one is higher than this one, so that it's sloping up. Yeah, you see it?
Mm-hmm.
Make sure these guys understand it. And so this is on the higher time frame. You can use anything. You can use anything really for, and I've experimented with lots of different things. You could have a moving average you use. I've just found that this histogram sloping works pretty damn good. And what me and Jess were just talking about, she was saying the 5-minute, if you look at this, that ran all the way to what, noon there? All the way into here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we go back to the 1 minute. It was sloping down the whole time. So you wouldn't have took these. And that's hard. Like this one here, that would have got me in probably.
Yeah, that would have definitely got you in.
Right, you know that. Even though the 5 was saying down.
And then I would have been looking at the 5 and be like, well, it's still pointing down, so I'm going to wait.
Mm-hmm. I know. And then I would have said, oh, look at the 200. And I would have found every reason to try to get in. And then it would have been wrong. So can't stress enough watching this 5-minute histogram. Some reason when I go to save it, it'll do that where it just, the screen disappears.
In stock charts?
Yeah, and it changes. So the histogram is going our way. So it's ticking. So I want to do trace to the upside. But this TSI is not started going sideways.
Right, and then if you see the MACD, every other 5-minute, it's ticking up and down. It's not even like completely ticking upward.
Mm-hmm.
The bars on the histogram, like one's pointing up and then it goes down
as it moves around. And so really, I'd really like to see price get above that 5-day there.
Right, like it looks like it's trying to form a box, but overall it still looks like a stage 4 on the 5-minute. So to me, it's not that convincing.
Right, and
to going in on the 1 minute.
What she's talking about is that right there. Everything's still pointing down, and we're not even above the trigger yet. Is that what you were talking about?
Yeah. So even on the 1 minute, it might start looking like it's going to break out, but they might be fake outs.
Yeah. Okay. So this one's breaking out, but we actually have the 5 minutes in our favor right now. Let's see. So the histogram's in our favor. And look.
And the TSI is starting to curl more.
Curl more, and then look, price is now.
Yes. So
the 5 is at 67.16, and we're at 67.17. That's the trigger. Did I bring the money flow? Thought I had a money flow right here. And Look, man, we're right. Look, it filled that whole gap, man. This whole gap got.
Yep.
Oh, no, I guess it didn't get the whole gap. Are you in?
No, I didn't get in. Did you?
Yeah, I'm in.
I'll get in.
Man, I don't even leave the house for free. I pay someone to drive for me. So I gotta make some money if we're in here. Please save this live. It'll be saved. Candles, levels, multiple time frames. What else? Oh yeah, this is getting exciting. Someone mentioned something there. Oh, I wanted to look at this real quick. It says oil prices remain elevated as Middle East tensions threaten a wider conflict. I'm about sick of hearing about this. Aren't you?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even know what we're fighting. I mean,
Yeah.
It gets old, dude. Israel's response may include an attack on Iran's oil supply. You know what Israel should do to make things better for everyone? Just attack a fucking oil reserve. All they're going to do is shoot the price of oil up. And watch everybody that works.
Well, they were saying that, like I was reading that if interest rates go down, the value of the dollar goes down, and that would increase the price of oil.
Yes, because it's priced in oil.
Because oil's priced in dollars.
And if you ever want to see the dollar, a very simple way of looking at the dollar for everyone here is UUP. The UUP is the DB US dollar index. But right now, they're saying it'll increase or decrease the dollar.
If the interest rates decrease, the value of the dollar will decrease, and since oil is priced in dollars, it will decrease the value. However, since oil is cheaper, the demand will go up because now all the companies, the gas is cheaper, the oil is cheaper, so they can like do their production and exploration.
Wow.
Because the gas is actually cheaper.
That's one of those things like two people get on a train, and if the train's going 180 miles an hour, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Someone had asked in Discord, and I posted something about it.
This is the dollar, though. Usually if this is going up, the market goes down. Just because of the correlation between the dollar and stocks. This thing ain't nothing but dojis. What did someone ask in Discord?
I'm trying to find it. It was a couple days ago.
Let's check oil.
They said, does anyone know if there's a correlation with interest rates in the XLP at the XLE?
XLE?
Yeah, the XLE.
No. No correlation. I don't think.
When I did some research, I put on, like, is there a correlation between interest rates and oil? And I put USO and XLE.
Yeah.
And it says interest rate cuts. Lower interest rates usually lead to a weaker US dollar because lower rates reduce the yield on dollar-dominated assets, making them less attractive to investors. Since oil is priced in dollars, a weaker dollar makes oil cheaper for foreign buyers, potentially boosting demand and driving up oil prices. Then it says rate cuts can stimulate economic activity by making borrowing cheaper for consumers and businesses. This increased economic activity can lead to higher demand for energy, including oil, thereby supporting higher oil prices. And then it says, in the impact on the XLE, interest rate cuts reduce borrowing costs for energy companies, which often have significant capital expenditures. Lower financing costs can lead to increased investment in exploration, production, and infrastructure, potentially boosting the profitability of these companies. And then it says XLE stock performance, a decrease in interest rates can lead to a more favorable environment for stocks. In general, investors might shift from bonds to stocks due to lower yields, leading to a higher demand for stocks, including those in the energy sector.
Damn. You feel smarter now?
I guess.
That was a lot.
Yeah, it was. But someone asked, so I looked it up.
Yeah, no, I mean that makes sense, right? Man, I don't know. All it takes to fuck all that up is Israel bombs a fucking
Right. So obviously it's all
Yeah.
subject to change. That's just, I guess, a generalization.
Yeah, and that's how it should go. You know, they were asking me that on Campfire. It's like, what should happen? I'm like, well, what should happen and what does happen aren't always the same.
Yeah, it's not always the same.
Because otherwise, all the smart people would just get it right every time. You know, it always trips me out when a guy who doesn't know shit about stocks comes in and he's got some fucking theory of the Illuminati and, you know, some conspiracy. And man, it always makes me sad because all that does is leave you broke. You know?
Yeah, or you just become a victim to everything. Like,
Right.
oh, the houses are too expensive, or the.
Have you not heard that the entire time you've been in the MFG?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, everything is always too expensive. Everything is always going to crash. There's always too much debt, and the next president's always going to destroy the country. Like, we're always on eggshells, and we're always about.
Yeah. But it's like you don't have to succumb to that and be a victim. You can like say, "Oh, that doesn't apply to me."
Yeah. Did you get that? I think did you get that from me?
Yeah.
Remember when I used to go on there ranting? I'd be like,
I'm not in a recession.
Yeah, I'm not in a fucking recession. I'd be yelling. But it's true, man. You don't have to be.
Are you still in?
I am, but I should get out. Let's check the 5-day though, or 5-minute.
It's still in her favor.
I know. I'm gonna give it a minute then.
Yeah, I'm still in.
All right. So, what's your favorite stock right now? You have one? Lululemon?
No, Coca-Cola.
Man, come on, Coca-Cola.
Probably. I mean, I was excited that Roku finally went up.
Yeah, because you were underwater.
Yeah.
I had somebody telling me that.
I'm glad that I trimmed though, because now it's not extreme anymore. But everything aside, like Bitcoin's still the leading asset class year to date. On the year to date, Bitcoin's up 37%. Next is gold, and then the S&P. So despite like as shitty Bitcoin looks right now, it's still up 37% on the year.
Right.
Bitcoin, still the best performing asset in the wind.
If you can hold it for long, I say long, it's not that long. If you just acquire Bitcoin when it's on stage ones and just hold it, that's all you got to do. People tend to fuck it up though. So this is Uber. I mean, look at these runs. I mean, look, god damn. I call this a V bottom. I mean, I'm sure other people call it similar. Whenever it just goes straight down and then the turnaround is just straight back up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we never got the box. So we call those a V. Whenever that happens, if you get a jump like this and it gets above the 5, if you're trying to trade it, you just got to get in right there. But you got to realize how far away your risk is, you know?
Yeah. Or you could add some shares there too.
Right. And so I think you just got to use common sense. And, you know, if you were trying to swing trade this, I mean, you're going to have a stop right in here. That's what I would do. And as it ran up, you know, previous high, you would take it off. You know, trading Uber's I don't really trade Uber because I just keep accumulating it. But
Yeah, I'm up over 100% in Uber.
yeah, and I do believe that Uber's one of the greatest companies in America. Uber has saved my life countless times.
Yeah, and not only that, it's not just ride sharing and food. They do way more other things.
Yeah. Yeah, no, a lot of people have
It's
slept
actual
on.
technology. It's not
Yeah, it's life changing.
like I was trying to tell people my age, like, look, like we couldn't be in the 90s, like we couldn't be investing in Amazon and Google and all that. Like we missed that, or the early 2000s. But now it's like that's what Uber is.
Yeah, and then people who know they missed
Like
Amazon.
Uber, Dash, and Cart.
Right.
That's the
That,
Amazon and the Google that we all missed.
and the
Not
thing,
you.
but I missed it. You know, I didn't buy Amazon. I tried to buy International Paper because they made the boxes for Amazon.
Oh.
They paid a dividend. See, I thought I was being smart. I'm gonna get the dividend and I'm gonna ride the Amazon wave. So Amazon went up 3,000% and International Paper barely moved. I mean, what does that say? I got it wrong, right?
Yeah.
And so here's what I should have done. Just bought fucking Amazon as well. Jesus.
Yeah, like Netflix
So hard.
too, Google.
Yeah, so just buy some.
Yeah, so now like Lyft, Uber, Cart, DoorDash, Airbnb, to me those are the old Google's, Amazon,
Yeah, that's the new class, right?
because they all revolutionized the way we do things.
Yeah.
Going out to eat and eating at home is not the same.
Well,
Going on a vacation is no longer the same.
Right? Nothing's the same. And then what in the world of, and you can do this probably for every sector, there's the new class coming, right?
Yeah.
So what would, like in banking, what would that be?
SoFi and Ally.
Bam. Bam. Just like that.
And SoFi is a technology too, like Uber. It's not just a banking. They sell their technologies to other banks as well.
Yeah. I mean, in a $6 stock that has, I forget how many customers they have, and the average age is like over 30 with I think the average person has a master's degree or some shit at SoFi.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah. So they're paying off loans there. They're getting car payments there,
Yeah, like it's and you can invest with them.
Yes. And look at this 5-minute now.
Yeah, now you're golden.
I thought that was a doji, but it wasn't. Look at that sideways. This is the picture you want to see right here. So if we were on a daily chart, this is what you want to see. You now have price above the 5. That's the trigger. You have a tradable bottom and everything's going sideways. I mean, that's so pretty, man.
Yeah, picture perfect.
Yeah. That is one of the prettiest things in the world. Let's see. So we're waiting on the 1 minute here. Yeah, SoFi's definitely one. And then those old school stocks like Kellogg's, 3M, what you're trying to find is a catalyst for why these things could come back to life or be bought out.
The RSI is extreme on the 1 minute.
I see that. I'm not going to trim today. I'm trading bar by bar. But if you were trading conservative here, or not conservative, just standard.
So you're not trimming because it's still above the 5.
Yes.
It's in a breaker band.
It takes bands to make them dance. Yes, we're still headed up. So trading bar by bar, I'm just not trimming on that. You could.
I trimmed.
You should. I mean that's fine. I'm just not, because I'm gonna get out of the whole thing quickly if it doesn't go my way, But that's a great way of doing it. Well, that's the way I taught you, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. Look at that doji. Come on, man. That is a pretty doji.
That's a perfect doji.
Yep.
Looks like a Jesus cross.
I'm gonna go get a doji tattoo. All right.
It's going back up.
Any news we might have missed?
I don't think so.
Is there nothing out there? Let's see. Anything in the margin world that you're looking at? CLN or the yield map. Yeah, those look fine. Those are up nice today. God.
Yeah, I haven't added too much to my margin account. I added to ECC, the Eagle credit earlier in the week.
That's one that I found a while back, right?
Yeah, that's just at the NAV. Oh shit.
Yeah, I have a whole folder of these that drip. Oh gosh, that drip at the NAV. You check the 5 minute though. 5 minutes still
Yeah. God damn it. Sorry, would you look to add here?
I would. Because it's still showing that it's going our direction. And that's just a different way of looking at it. A lot of people look to bail out.
Yeah, but I traded with you a couple times. And you said look to add.
Like, fuck that stock. Let's buy more.
I just bought more.
I was trying to teach Ashley that yesterday. I was like, buy less and let it, if it pulls back to the stop zone, load it up because we're about to get stopped out. And if we don't get stopped out, you're going to catch a great move. That concept is it's difficult for people. Yeah, we're coming back.
Yeah, it's just if you don't trade with you in person, it's hard to teach it too.
Yeah, because it moves too fast. Are you saying trading with me in person is different?
Yeah.
I invite people all the time, and very few people take me up on it.
A doji on the 1 minute.
I see that. Now, me and you've traded together a lot.
Yeah, see, my ad looks good now.
That was smart, huh? This is a doji here. Let's see if this thing turns around. Also, I can trade really aggressive, and that can backfire on you.
But trading conservative is like boring sometimes too.
That's some of the reason that I do it. I've also been trading a long time, and so I get bored. But I'm also working on other, different ways of doing the money flow. So these are areas that I would expect it to go to. I don't know. I think it's a lot of fun to trade with me live. Sometimes we start drinking early.
Yeah. Or just party the whole time.
Right.
8:30.
They're not used to from 8:30 in the morning.
I mean, yeah, or we're just staying up for the night before.
Damn, bro, we just got busted out. See that?
Yeah.
I'm going to give it a second.
Yeah, me too.
I think they're stop hunting.
Especially because I added twice.
Ooh, you're going to take a big loss. This might hold. I would give it just a second. Unless that 5 minute turns. So I keep the five, just so the audience listen, I keep a 5 minute on. Yeah, a 5 minute just turned down.
Oh, God. Shit.
Damn it. All right, I'm going to sell half. I'm going to give it just a second. Damn. If I would have just bought Lululemon, this wouldn't have happened.
Seriously.
It's stopping right at.
Yeah, I'm still waiting.
You got it stopping right at that doji. I bet that holds.
Yeah, I haven't gone out yet.
All right, there was something else I was looking at in the news here. All right, Fed inflation, blah, blah, blah. NVIDIA's not doing much. Alabama, Walmart eyes $64 billion August gain as discount rivals plunge. So Walmart did great.
Yeah.
Worst drought in over 40 years puts Brazil's major crop at risk. Disney's Iger, I'm obsessed with finding my successor. Man, that's what I need, a successor. The DIS. I know you love Disney.
My favorite place in the whole world.
Disney, and in your top two holdings, Disney and Lululemon.
Yeah, that's why that's what I go to Disney and my Lululemon.
Can you imagine that's your portfolio? The two top positions are Disney and Lululemon.
I can't do Disney.
I know. I would just hand them back.
It's just too hot out for that. I don't know why anyone comes to Florida to go to Disney. It's like scorching hot.
No, and I refuse to take my children there. Tell them, fuck off. It's hot and expensive, and I'm not doing it.
And then they give you that wristband that you just scan like out of control, and then you leave and you spent like 10 grand on like soda and souvenirs because you're just scanning your bracelet away.
It's for the kids.
Yeah, I can't go there unless it's like January when it's cold outside here. If not, it's just too hot. Like,
honestly, I'd rather go to county jail for the weekend.
I can't do Halloween Horror Nights. Like, I just can't do any of that crap.
They do that. They do it at Disney, or just
no?
out?
They do it at Universal. Like it starts in September. It's like a month long, and they do Halloween Horror Nights in Universal or Islands of Adventure, but it's not in Disney.
Horror night? Is that what you said?
Yeah, horror.
I think you said horrors. Okay, horror.
No, horror. Like Halloween shit.
Yeah.
It's cool, but I just can't. I don't like it. It's too much.
Yeah.
Like they start chasing you around with like chainsaws and shit.
Uh-huh.
They got all these haunted houses that are like made to scare, like pop. Like I just can't. Like I look scared the whole time, so they go after me.
Yeah. You
like the last time I went, I had my eyes closed the whole time. I was like, I'm done paying for this. Why do I come here to close my eyes?
You pay to close your eyes.
Yeah, I just couldn't do it. I was just too scared. I just couldn't do it.
All right, so we're back. And I forgot to add my fucking. See, I only closed. I closed half the position.
Damn, I didn't.
I know you kept the whole thing open, right? And why did you do that? You were playing against this support zone right here.
Yeah, and also like yeah, that's why.
Look at that. That doji. See how that doji helped you?
Yep.
It's all about the doji, man. I'm obsessed with it. That's gonna be my.
And then not only that, there was really no reason to get out. Because that big bar dropped, but then the bar after it kind of closed right there with it. You see what I'm saying? After that big bar, the next red bar,
it got back up inside of that bar.
Yeah, it closed. It closed basically at the same spot, and then the next bar went up. So even if you got out, you could have got back in. But I could see how like people would get like scared or get out.
That's some good chart reading, man. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. Oh, you grasshopper, young grasshopper.
Yeah. So if you actually wait to see where the bar closes and the next bar, sometimes it pays off instead of just getting scared and selling immediately.
Right.
But if you did get scared and sell immediately, you could just get right back in.
Right. And so I got,
Because if you did
sold half.
sell quickly and it went lower, then you would have been glad you got out.
So what she's talking about is right here. And I sold half, but I got right back in on my half. What she's about, this came back into this bar. And then the next one's still in that bar, and next one's in that bar, next one's in that bar. So yeah, that was good. That's good reading right there. Where'd you learn that?
Some crazy guy on the internet yelling at everyone to get their
Trading
shit
with me.
together.
Yeah. No, I love that. That's good, man. Yeah, that's good. And that's just using support and resistance and common sense. A lot of times when you get those big dumps, if you see even like over here, a big dump, you get time. You see how it started coming back?
Yeah.
A lot of time over here, a big dump. And then if you look, it drifted back. In here, a big dump, and then it drifted back. I want to come up with a name for this, but if you just, I think was it me and you talking about that? I may have been talking to Ashley yesterday about this, but sometimes you just look at a chart and you can just see things. Like if you look up here and it never hits extreme, well, then
you
there's
can conclude it might not.
Right. So you just assume it's not going to hit extreme. So there's no reason to wait on that. So then we would drop down to the 7, and this is all we're going to get, right? And so you can adjust your trading on the move. That was a good lesson right there on the even though that's a bearish candle.
Yeah, like even if you got out, it's not a bad move, because if it did go lower, then it would have looked good.
Mm-hmm.
But still, you could have got back in.
Yeah.
If you did get out.
And that's
and
what
then if it went lower, you just wait.
Yeah, and that was good what you did there. That next candle came right back into this candle. So that told you.
And then you also said they might be stop hunting. So I was like, okay, let me just wait.
They do that because they know there's a bunch of us with our stops right in here. And then right in here. You see what I'm saying? Because they can look at it and go, where would a retail trader put it? Maybe in here or maybe in here, right? So bam, bam. And then they're stopped out and you see it just drifts up immediately.
Because they bought it back.
Yeah, they start buying it back. And other traders do too, And they could push it down and then they start picking up call options or some shit.
On a day trade?
Yeah. So like they can push it down and then the guy next to him starts picking up shit tons of call options, If they got a big enough bags, they can push it down. You'll hear if you ever Kramer talks a lot about this when he worked at Goldman Sachs. Let's see. All right, so we're pushing up against this resistance right here. See that?
Yep.
Which means we should push up right up into here. You're in the green on this.
Yeah, So I was in the green, then out, then in the red, but since I stayed in, and now I'm green.
Right. So think of the difference. You didn't click it. Then I did. So you're going to have an edge on me on the way up.
But at least you still got back in.
Still got back in, but it can show you how two people can use the money flow and get different results. And you can look at it and see like, wow, the money flow worked great today. And yet you still lost money. We both experienced that before.
Yeah.
And you're in Discord and everybody's talking about how much they made. And then you lost money that day. Just mismanaging your trade or getting into late, or usually getting in too late is the problem.
Yeah. And if you got stopped out and then you got back in, maybe you got back in later. Then or I got in, so your profit's a little less.
So as 4 hours ago, Tesla stock is trying to end a bad week with a good day despite China recall. So we're probably going to run right back to the 200. And this price is drawn to this yellow line, man.
Yeah, now it's starting to go extreme. Oh, it
Almost.
almost did.
I think it touched it and then it dropped back down. What's our time here? Lena says MMM still going up.
3M. 3M.
Yeah. Does Skylar even trade? Does he trade?
Yeah. I've seen him in there all week.
I know. I've been messing with him. He should come to New
know.
Orleans and trade with me.
He should. I'm sure. I'm sure it's in his plans.
Or go fishing. I meet guys that plan fishing trips and then they trade. They don't come trade with me though, but they go fishing trips. That's so fucking dumb. I have a friend that he goes on these fishing trips and then he talks about, oh, I want to come trade with you, but he'll make time to go fishing.
Like you could trade while you're fishing.
Right. I can't even talk to him anymore though. It's like, I'm not going to show you anything, bro. You're too stupid for me to talk to. You choose fishing every time over coming. So no, I'm not going to teach you shit. It's just too, We'll give this a minute. We're about to break down, huh? But we're right on that 20. It's where it's been staying. Now, I trade on the Power E-Trade platform. What are you using?
Right now, I'm using Thinkorswim.
Thinkorswim.
Yeah, it's the paper trade app.
Yeah,
Charles Schwab.
Pretty good from what I've heard. That one's pretty good.
Yeah, the app is pretty straightforward. I don't use the desktop. I use the stock charts chart, but then the app on the phone is pretty easy. So like self-explanatory. But once I get trade real money, obviously I'm going to do the E-Trade Power app.
Yeah.
It's just their paper app is brutal.
There's the E-Trade one is terrible. I don't know why. And I've talked to them on the phone a lot about it. I've had a lot of people tell me that paper trading doesn't work for them. But to me, that's nonsense.
Yeah, maybe if you're doing swing trades where it takes forever for the trades, maybe they just got bored.
Right. Or I don't know how you, but think about this concept. If you believe in manifesting, right?
Right.
It's a little bit like paper trading, meaning it's just not real right now. And yet,
but in a way, it is. All it is paper. Like other than that, it's still real. Like you're like people are like, oh, you're in a simulator. I'm like, well, not really. We're trading with the people that are trading real money. We're just trading paper.
Yes.
It's not a simulator for people trading paper. We're doing the same thing as everyone else.
Yeah, and you're trading in a real market.
Yeah, exactly. It's not a simulator. We're just trading paper, but we're still trading the same thing that if someone was trading with money.
Yeah, and there's no reason to lose money to learn. And like I was telling someone the other day, well, just make me 10,000 points. What's
like in that big bar where the drop was. Like if someone was trading real money, they might have got scared and got out.
Right.
But if you're trading paper, well, maybe you could practice getting out, but you could also practice giving it a minute and actually watching the candles to see where they close, because you're just trading paper. You're not like freaking out that you're going to lose all your money.
Yeah, so it gives you a time to.
And then if you're freaking out about losing money, you probably should be paper trading anyways.
Right. So you want to remove the money part, learn strategy. And, and sometimes they'll say, well, it's not, your emotions aren't bullshit. Come trade with me. Your emotions will be in it.
Yeah, if you're day trading, your emotions are definitely in it.
Right. If you're actually doing it.
Because it's so fast.
Yeah.
You're actually it's so fast that when you do make points, you get happy. And then when you lose them, you get pissed.
Mm-hmm.
Just like if it was real money, it doesn't matter. You still want to be green for the day, because that's just more like reassurance for yourself that when you trade real money, you are able to be green.
Yeah. Yeah. People just do it too soon, in my opinion. And then, like you said, then the money clouds strategy. You can't do the strategy because you're so focused about money.
Yeah. Where if you paper traded,
And you're going to
you're
work out
like,
all
okay, I've seen this before.
Yeah, and you're going to
And
work out
even
all
if you paper traded, even if you sold real money, you just get out, and you know that you can make the money back on the next run if it goes up, or you could just transfer the cash from the loss that you made, the loss that you took,
Yeah.
and then it's like you didn't take a loss at the end of the day.
Yeah, I mean that's what I did last week. I took a $500 and something loss on a trade I shouldn't have taken a loss on, and so I just transferred the money. Like I paid for that loss immediately.
Yeah, so then your brain doesn't see negative $500.
Yeah, and then so I know too. Every time I do something stupid, I got to pay for it today. And if you're not going to pay for it today, don't take the trade. And that kept me from blowing out too, because my account kept getting replenished. And you pretty soon you start, you're like, well, fuck, I don't have any money to transfer, so I got to take good trades. I got that concept from Warren Buffett. I was reading this thing, and they asked him, "What do you do when you lose real bad or make a big mistake?" He said, "I write a check." And he wrote a check and put it back in there, and then went on about his day. You know, the other thing is to like start crying, go to fucking, you know, you need all these things. It's like, dude, come on. We're running up. We're trapped in this little zone here. We're trapped. So instead of a downward channel, we have this channel going.
Just going sideways.
Mm-hmm. And if you notice, it's going to the bottom, up, and we'll see.
Yeah, it's just like whipsawing.
Yep. And so if you're trading, the faster you can start to see these things, the better. I'm impressed with the one over here.
Did it help?
The way you handled that.
Oh.
If
I just freaked out and panic sold.
Tend to mess that up. They don't do what you did there. That was good. And I took some off before that even started to happen, and then you read it perfect. So that may be the only nice thing I did you this week. So take it.
Did you order your merchandise yet?
No, I need to do that.
You got like 2 hours.
Is it really that close?
I think it's at 4 p.m.
I should have put that thing up there. So I probably should do one last push, huh? I'm going to go through, and everyone who hasn't ordered, don't fucking talk to me and don't ask me any questions the rest of the year. I bet Lena didn't. She probably bought Lululemon pants and not an MFG hat or shirt. Let's see.
Yeah, I bought another one of these blue ones because this is my favorite one, but it's kind of like faded already from wearing it so much. So I bought another one just to have as a collection.
Right. Yeah. I'm going to send that out today.
Like this one's pretty sick too.
That's my favorite one.
Yeah.
Is that orange or yellow? That's the yellow one.
It's either yellow or gold.
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. Mine's the white one. I love the white one. They get dirty fast though.
This is the Bitcoin one.
Ooh. Man, we got nice swag.
Yeah. This is the all black.
Yeah, my wife gets tired of this. All I wear is money flow gear.
And then I got this one, this Bitcoin hat with the white.
Is that the first one you got?
No, this one is the first one.
How many?
I think I just went on the site and like ordered them all, every color that was there,
Okay.
just to have as a collection.
Well, I only have like 45 money flow hats, so you may have the second largest number. I think you probably do have the second. I don't know if anybody else out there has. You have more. You have several.
Yeah, I just like these hats because they actually fit my head.
Oh, I love them. These are I
My
would.
head's it's so hard for me to find hats that fit because my head's so small.
It's not too big. You're saying it's too small?
Yeah, my head's like too small for shit. For most hats, they're just too big.
No, these are badass. I would wear them. We bought them ourselves. Yeah.
Yeah, even my brother, when he wore the hat, he's like, "This is the best hat I've ever worn. That's ever fit me."
I know, and I've said that. You know, you feel like a douche, like you're trying to sell your own hat, and I'm like, no, really.
No, really.
40 of them. These are awesome hats, man. Yeah, I'm gonna buy some more white. I want to buy a couple white ones.
Yeah, they got all white.
And just so I can leave them on the behind in my YouTube studio, I can have them on, and not mess them up. Yeah, somebody asked that next run we got to do the Metallica money flow style.
Yeah, like in the
hoodies, maybe like if
the
there's
hoodies, yeah. Since it's probably we'll do it like in November.
Yeah.
Right, or December, like right before the holidays, like when it's getting cold.
We could do sweats too, right?
Yeah, like or beanies maybe.
And we can have whole sweatsuits. That's what what's his name? Wall Street Trap has those.
Yeah, I would wear sweatpants.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Tell them I want one of those those Eminem tracksuits.
Especially if with the patch, like the embroidered patch, just looks too good.
And if you could have it right on the maybe.
That's exactly where I was picturing it.
Yeah, that would be all right. Can you go over how to pick strikes for options day trading?
Oh my god.
I would rather puke in my coffee and drink it than to go over that. Crazy garbs, man. Keep your money, bro. Don't lose all your damn money. You're just going to lose your money, man. You got to learn to day trade first. I bet if I ask my man to day trade or paper trade for 3 months, he won't do it. He'll be wanting to buy those options. Day trading options. I cannot think of a worse way a fast way to lose your goddamn money. Hey, bro, just throw it in the street, man. Just open the door and then close the door. You'll do better. I really believe that. If you're really, really good at day trading, hey, and you want to leverage up, then maybe you could do that. I don't know, man. I wouldn't teach it just because I know what's going to happen. And if I thought it was a good idea, I'd be doing it, right?
Right.
That's why I never understand. People ask me to teach them. I go, bro, do you see me doing that? No. Why do you think I don't do that? Because I'm stupid? I've been trading 24 years. Why wouldn't I do that if it was a good idea? Now that you can find a few bullshit YouTubers who claim to do it, but they don't. You ever hear Warren Buffett talk a lot about day trading options?
No.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to fucking
is it because he's
compartmentalize day trading the TQ 1 minute, let alone shorting and options.
Yeah. And a lot of times when people are asking me, they don't even know the 4 stages. And I'll say, how many sectors in the S&P? They can't give me the number. There's so much shit they don't know yet. It's like, you got to get into that homework, man. Get into the homework. Unless you know.
Like you told us that like 2 years ago, like the beginning of last year. Obviously if they're not in the Discord and all that, but.
Right. He may not know me, but you got to get into the homework. And there's so much shit you need to know before you start doing that. To be successful. Otherwise, you're just pushing fucking buttons and you're just gambling.
Yeah, that's why I leave that part on my chart that like on the top that you don't have on yours, where it shows you like if it pays a dividend. It's like a little box that you're like, oh, you can put it at the bottom.
Yeah.
But I leave it because it tells you what stock the sector and the subsector. Oh. So if you're learning, like, it just reinforces it. That's how I know where all 3M was, because my chart, I have that on there.
It won't let you share your screen, will it?
Well,
Oh, you're on it. Yeah.
yeah. But so like on 3M, it'll say industrial / diversified industrial. So it says the sector and the subsector. That's why I leave it on there. So it helps my brain, like all that stuff stick. Like I could see you taking it off. But yeah, you see above the 14 RSI, like I have this thing that says the open, high, and close. It shows the dividend if it's a large cap, the PE, the EPS, last earnings, next earning. But I just use it for like if it pays a dividend and also like the sector that it's in.
Is that a checkbox down here or something? Price label.
No, I don't know. I don't know. Like I wouldn't even know how to take it off.
Is this something you got checked over there?
Yeah, like I was gonna take it off to match your charts. Let me see if I got it. Oh, I have full quote checked. Yeah, that's what it is. Full quote.
There it is. Okay, I see.
Yeah, so like I like using it to see the sectors and the subsector, and then that way if you've looked at the chart multiple times, it just sticks in your brain. Then you could see the market cap if it pays a dividend.
73 billion. Where's the sector?
Oh, right under 3M it says industrial and then / diversified. So it's a sector and the subsector. So you look at something like McDonald's, it'll say consumer discretionary / restaurant and bars. So you'll know the main sector.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Yeah, could leave that on there.
Yeah, just for me, it helps to see that. And then it's cool to see the subsector too.
The restaurant and bars part?
Yeah, because you got Amazon, Tesla, Starbucks, Cart, all in that sector. Hasbro, and so it's cool to see the subsector because all those stocks, even though they're all consumer discretionary, they're not all restaurants. Like Tesla, Amazon, Starbucks, McDonald's, Nike, Cart, Hasbro, it's all in that same sector. And if you look at like Hasbro, it'll say toys instead of restaurant and bars.
Now there are like 256 or 258 subsectors. 11 main sectors, right?
Yeah.
And then tons of subsectors.
So it's like cool for energy too, because Chevron is integrated oil and gas, but Oxy is exploration and production. So even though, so you can easily see that they're different subsectors. They're not all the same.
So, okay, that's energy exploration.
Yeah, and then if you look at Exxon or Chevron, it's integrated oil and gas.
Yeah, there's Conoco.
And then if you look at what was another one, like ETRN was pipeline. Okay, ET is energy, but it's pipelines.
Yeah,
so you can see how
right.
You can just see all the different subsectors. That's why I like it.
Yeah, I can see that. I just know them memorized.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. For you, you know that. So it might be like too much clutter on the chart.
But that is good. I mean, I don't have
this guy David was asking in the chat, is this hat royal blue? Yeah. For David, is that hat royal blue? Yeah, this is the royal blue hat on the website. That's my favorite one. That's why I ordered another one.
That's this one, right?
Yeah, Richardson Snapback Royal White.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was the one that I got out of the samples, the first one. So I ordered a second one just to have in case this one gets faded.
You're wearing one of the Nikes now, right?
Yeah, this shirt is the girls' Nike shirt.
I got to order it, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the shirt. It's dry fit too, so it's like not too hot. Then I got a couple of the Dickies shirts.
Yeah, I love those.
Just so if we're since we're doing the shows, I'd rather just wear that our own clothes.
Yeah, of course. Anybody that comes up and doesn't have them, don't talk to them.
Yeah, I can't wait for the work shirt to come in.
Assume they don't know me. They'll be like, "Oh, let me talk to Gerald." Bro, you ain't even wearing a hat. Get the fuck out of here. That's all you gotta tell them.
Yeah.
And then say $40, you have a hat, then you can talk to him. It is cool though when we do meet and greets and go to the thing and you'll see people wearing, all the stuff. They got the book, it's cool, man.
Yeah.
It's exciting. Yeah, man. I'm gonna get on that today. I need to push on it. I guess I only got a couple hours, right?
Yeah, I could have sworn I saw a countdown last night and it said 20 hours. I don't see the countdown anymore though. Maybe they extended it to midnight. But yeah, I thought it was at 4 p.m. they were closing the store.
And it never fails. I'm gonna have someone contact me like 2 hours later.
Yeah, no, I was already thinking that.
Yeah, that always happens.
I mean, I'm sure like we could reopen it.
Nah, fuck them.
Yeah, fuck them.
Had time, didn't order. Dead to me.
Yeah, I think I've placed 4 orders.
Yeah. I'll send out a text and a tweet and let people know that what's up. I just got smashed on that one. Did you see that? It came down hard, man.
Yeah, I'm glad I made my little profit while we were on live.
Right. It's good to trade live. It's a little more complicated when you're talking and trading.
Yeah, I'm up.
Yeah,
I'm up $64.
It gets easier as you do it. That's why sometimes when I would have people are trading with me, I would start talking to them, but they're trying to trade. And I'm like, you can't talk to me and trade at the same time. And they have a hard time doing that. And I'm like, well, here, while you're trading, read this to me. And, they can't do it. And then while they're reading that to them, maybe turn the TV on and start talking to them. And it's like, but that's good training. You're trying to put yourself under pressure, man. You can't just trade in your comfortable little environment wherever. That's not real life trading. I mean, you're going to have people walking around, people knocking, people coming to the door. And you can't get frustrated when you can, but it ain't gonna help.
At first you can, but then you got to figure it out.
Yeah, then you just got to figure it out and be able to like, oh, hey, come on in while holding your damn pad and keeping the trade going while talking to the guy at the door. I mean, you just have to do that. So I guess we can wrap it up. I appreciate you coming on.
Thanks for having me on.
Of course.
We'll be back Monday.
Monday, even Friday. And there wasn't much in the news today, so I'm sure Monday there'll be more. Just not much.
Yeah.
Just not much. I'm still waiting for oil to do something, and I think that's the play. I did load up on Bitto. I put in another order last night. That's an M1 finance, so it doesn't.
Yeah, it does. It hit this morning.
Yeah, I probably should text that, but it's gone straight down since. So fuck it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I had it twice last week and it's just gone straight down since.
Straight down since. Where's it at? All right, man. That's all we got.
All right. Thanks for having me.
Of course. Appreciate you.
See you next time.
Uh-huh. Be good. Hey guys, man, appreciate you listening. Anything we can do to help you, let me know. Hit QR code and get on our email list. And let Jessica know, holler at her, let me know how she did.